Stop Being Lazy, Your Wake-Up Call to a More Productive Life, by the Protocols of Astrian. Your life has a snooze button. You've been hitting it for days, months, maybe even years. That button looks like scrolling through your phone one more time, promising to start your project tomorrow or choosing what's easy over what's meaningful. Deep down, a quiet voice whispers that you're meant for more, that your dreams are waiting, but a louder voice insists the couch is safer. This book is for that brave part of you that's tired of the whispers and ready to hear a roar. It's not about adding more stress or cramming more into your busy days. It's about a fundamental shift from being passive to becoming active. We will explore why you get stuck and, more importantly, how to get moving with simple, powerful steps. Consider this your official wake-up call, not from an angry boss, but from your own future self. That version of you is proud, energized, and living a life you currently only imagine. They are knocking on your door right now. It's time to finally let them in. This is your playbook for that transformation. We won't just talk about motivation. We will build unshakable habits. We won't just dream about productivity. We will create a clear path you can walk today. Every chapter is designed to pull you forward, first by understanding the why behind your delay, then by handing you the how to break free. Forget complicated theories and impossible routines. This is about real tools for your real life. You will learn that what you've called laziness is actually a signal, and we will decode it together. Get ready to replace guilt with action and fear with forward motion. The most exciting journey you will ever take is the one that leads you to your own potential. Let's turn the page and take the very first step. Your more vibrant, productive, and alive future starts right here, right now. Chapter 1: The Laziness Lie. You're not broken, you're misdirected. Let's start with a liberating truth. You are not a lazy person. That label is a lie you've been told, perhaps even by yourself, and it's time to throw it out for good. Laziness isn't a permanent personality trait. It's a temporary state, a symptom of something else going on under the surface. Think of it like a warning light on your car's dashboard. It doesn't mean the car is junk. It means something needs your attention. When you feel that resistance to starting, it's not your character failing. It's often your brain's way of protecting you from perceived fear, overwhelm, or confusion. You might be afraid of failing spectacularly, or, interestingly, even afraid of succeeding and the changes that would bring. Your mind would rather choose the safe discomfort of inaction than the scary unknown of action. That's not a flaw. It's a human instinct we all share. The real culprits hiding behind the mask of laziness are usually one of three things: fear, overwhelm, or fuzzy goals. Fear is the silent dream killer that convinces you playing small is safer. Overwhelm happens when a project seems so massive your brain freezes, like a computer with too many tabs open. Fuzzy goals are dreams without a plan, like saying you want to get fit, without any clue what to do on Monday morning. Your energy isn't gone, it's just trapped, circling these mental roadblocks without a clear path forward. The good news is that each of these culprits can be identified, confronted, and conquered. We don't fight them with sheer willpower. We outsmart them with simple strategies. Once you see the true cause, you take back your power. Imagine you have a closet stuffed full of clothes, so packed that the door won't even shut. Trying to find a specific shirt in that mess feels impossible, so you give up and wear the same old thing. Is the problem that you have no good clothes? No. The problem is the disorganized clutter blocking you from seeing your options. Your mind works the same way when it's cluttered with vague tasks, worries, and half-formed ideas. That mental clutter creates a feeling of paralysis that gets mislabeled as laziness. Our first job is to clean that mental closet. We will start by dumping everything out, all your tasks, dreams, and worries, onto paper. This act alone creates instant relief because it gets the chaos out of your head and into the light where you can see it. Now, with everything laid out in front of you, we can begin to sort. We will separate the big, scary items from the small, easy ones. We will identify which tasks belong to someone else and which are truly yours to own. This process is like finding the floor of your closet again. It creates space and clarity. You will suddenly see that shirt you love, the one exciting task you actually want to do, buried under a pile of shoulds. The feeling of laziness begins to melt away when you have a clear, manageable starting point. Your brain stops screaming danger and starts whispering, "I can do this." This chapter is your permission slip to stop blaming yourself and start solving the actual puzzle. Your first victory is this shift in perspective. From now on, when you feel that drag of resistance, you will pause and ask a new question. What's really going on here? Is it fear of the next step? Is the task too big and vague? By diagnosing the real issue, you move from being a victim of your feelings to being the detective of your own life. This simple question is a superpower. It turns a moment of frustration into a moment of insight and choice. You are not broken. You are learning a new way to operate. The tools you need are not about forcing yourself, but about understanding yourself. Let's build that understanding into unshakable confidence. So take a deep breath and let go of the lazy label for good. That old story ends today. A new, more accurate story begins. You are someone who gets temporarily stuck, just like everyone else, and you are learning the skills to get unstuck faster every time. This isn't about becoming a perfect productivity machine. It's about becoming a skilled navigator of your own mind and energy. The journey to a more productive life starts with self-compassion, not self-criticism. You have just taken the most important step by seeking a new way. Now, with a clearer mind, let's roll up our sleeves and build your first real action plan. The next chapter waits, and it's where your freedom truly begins. Chapter 2. Your comfort zone is a beautiful prison. Imagine a place that feels safe, familiar, and easy. This is your comfort zone, and it's not a bad place to visit. The problem starts when you decide to live there forever. Your comfort zone is like a beautifully decorated prison. The walls are padded, the temperature is perfect, and everything is exactly where you expect it. But a prison, no matter how comfortable, still keeps you from exploring the vast, amazing world outside. It limits your experiences, your growth, and the person you are meant to become. Every dream you have exists outside its walls. That exciting career, that healthier body, those richer relationships, they all wait for you beyond the boundary of what you already know. Staying inside means choosing a known limitation over an unknown possibility. Why is it so hard to leave? Because your brain is wired for survival, and it sees the unfamiliar as a potential threat. Stepping out triggers a little alarm that says, "Danger, go back to safety." This alarm feels like anxiety, nervousness, or that urge to procrastinate. It's not a sign you're doing something wrong, it's proof you're doing something right. That nervous feeling is the exact same energy as excitement. It's just labeled differently by your mind. The first step out is always the hardest because the alarm is loudest. But just like a muscle, your courage gets stronger every time you use it. The boundary of your comfort zone is elastic, and with a gentle push, it stretches forever. Let's play a game with your comfort zone. Think of one small, slightly uncomfortable thing you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a 5-minute workout, sending an email to ask a question, or working on a project for just 10 minutes. This is your first stretch. The goal isn't to run a marathon on day one. The goal is to poke your toe across the line and feel the stretch. When you complete this tiny mission, you achieve two powerful things. First, you prove to your brain that the danger was not real. You survived and even felt good about it. Second, you expand your territory. That action is now inside your new, bigger comfort zone. This is how you grow, not by giant, painful leaps, but by consistent, gentle stretches. Your beautiful prison loses its power over you one small escape at a time. Each small victory builds evidence against your brain's fear-based stories. You collect proof that you are capable, brave, and resilient. Soon, you will start to crave that feeling of stretching and growing. The familiar comfort inside the walls will begin to feel boring, maybe even a little stifling. The thrill of learning, trying, and discovering becomes its own powerful reward. You start to identify not as someone who plays it safe, but as someone who explores. This new identity is the key to permanent change. You are not just doing new things, you are becoming a new person, an adventurer in your own life. The world outside your comfort zone is where magic happens. It's where you meet interesting people, stumble upon unexpected opportunities, and discover strengths you never knew you had. Life becomes an engaging story you are actively writing, not a rerun you are passively watching. The prison of comfort becomes merely a home base you can return to for rest before your next adventure. You carry the peace of that safe space within you, so you are never truly afraid. You become confident that no matter what happens outside, you have the skills to handle it. This confidence is the ultimate freedom, and it is earned step by step, stretch by stretch. So look at the walls of your current comfort zone. Acknowledge the safety they have provided and thank them. Then choose one small brick to remove today. Make that phone call, write that first paragraph, or introduce yourself to someone new. Feel the slight discomfort, breathe through it, and take the action anyway. Celebrate your escape, no matter how small it seems. Each time you do this, you are not just completing a task, you are declaring your independence from a life of limitation. You are voting for a bigger, brighter future with your actions. The door to your prison is unlocked. It always has been. You simply need to turn the handle and walk through. Let's turn that handle together right now. Chapter 3. The Energy Equation. You're not tired, you're uninspired. Think about the last time you felt truly excited. Maybe a friend called with great news, or you planned a trip you couldn't wait to take. In those moments, did you feel tired and lazy? No, you probably felt a surge of energy, focus, and motivation. This reveals a powerful secret. Your energy level is not a fixed amount like gas in a car's tank. It's a dynamic flow that is directly connected to what you are thinking and doing. When you are bored, doing meaningless work, or feeling trapped, your energy drains away to almost zero. But when you are engaged, curious, or working towards something you care about, your energy multiplies. You aren't chronically tired. You are chronically uninspired by the tasks that fill your days. Let's reframe your idea of energy. Instead of waiting to have energy to start something, understand that starting the right thing will create energy. Action is not just the result of motivation, it is also the cause of it. A body in motion tends to stay in motion, and a mind in motion tends to get excited. The hardest part is always the initial push from 0 to 1. Once you are moving, even slowly, momentum begins to build and carry you forward. Your job is not to magically find energy, it's to strategically create the first spark. That spark comes from connecting your actions to a purpose, even a small one. Ask yourself why this task matters before you ask how to do it. What sparks your curiosity or brings you joy? Think back to activities that make you lose track of time, where you start and suddenly an hour has flown by. This state is called flow, and it is the ultimate energy generator. It could be solving a puzzle, organizing a space, creating something, helping someone, or learning a new skill. These activities are clues to your personal energy sources. Your mission is to inject more of this flow, fuel into your daily routine, especially into tasks you usually avoid. Can you turn a boring report into a game? Can you make a chore a challenge to complete efficiently? By linking drudgery to a spark of interest, you transform the entire experience. Your physical body is the generator for this energy flow, and you must take care of it. This isn't about hardcore fitness. It's about simple, sustainable habits. Moving your body for just 10 minutes, a brisk walk, some stretches, dancing to a song, floods your brain with oxygen and chemicals that boost mood and focus. What you eat plays a huge role. Fueling yourself with junk food is like putting muddy gas in a high-performance engine. And sleep is non-negotiable. It's when your brain repairs itself and consolidates learning. Treating your body with respect isn't a separate task from being productive. It is the essential foundation. A well-cared-for body provides a steady, reliable stream of energy to draw from. Your environment is another massive influence on your energy. A dark, messy, cluttered space subconsciously drains your mental resources. A bright, organized, and pleasant space can lift your spirits and invite action. Look at your main workspace right now. Does it inspire you or depress you? Small changes can make a big difference. Open a curtain for natural light, clear off your desk, add a plant or a picture that makes you smile. Your environment should be a co-conspirator in your productivity, not an obstacle. It should send subtle signals to your brain that say, "This is a place where good things happen." You have more control over this than you think, and the payoff is immediate. So the next time you feel that heavy, "I'm so tired" feeling, challenge it. Ask, am I truly physically exhausted, or am I just uninspired by what's in front of me? If it's the latter, don't try to push through with willpower. Instead, change your approach. Find a tiny spark of interest in the task. Put on music that energizes you. Promise yourself a fun reward afterward. Change your physical location. Take a 5-minute movement break. You are the director of your own energy flow. By managing your inspiration, your body, and your space, you command the resources you need to build an active life. Stop waiting for energy to strike like lightning. Become the person who builds a fire from a single, determined spark. Chapter 4: The 2-Minute Rule, Magic for Getting Started. Have you ever stared at a huge, intimidating task and felt completely frozen? That feeling is the #1 enemy of progress. Your brain looks at the massive mountain and decides it's easier to just not start at all. The secret to defeating this freeze is unbelievably simple. Forget the mountain and focus on the first small stone. This is the magic of the 2-minute rule. The rule states that if a task will take less than 2 minutes to do, you should do it immediately. But its real power is a psychological trick for bigger tasks. When you face a daunting project, just commit to working on it for 2 minutes. That's it. Just 120 seconds. Anyone can do anything for 2 minutes. Why does this tiny commitment work so well? Because it completely rewires the starting process. You are no longer asking your brain to write the report or clean the entire garage. You are only asking it to open the document and write 1 sentence, or walk into the garage and put 5 tools away. This feels easy, non-threatening, and almost laughably simple. There is no room for fear or overwhelm to creep in. By lowering the barrier to entry to almost zero, you outsmart the part of your mind that loves to resist. Once you begin the 2-minute timer and start moving, a powerful shift occurs. You break the spell of inertia and build the most valuable force in productivity: initial momentum. Think of a rocket launch. The vast majority of its fuel is used just to break free from Earth's gravity and get off the ground. Once it's in motion, cruising through space takes far less energy. Your projects work the same way. Starting is the hardest, most fuel-intensive part. The 2-minute rule is your launch sequence. It provides the minimal, focused burst needed to break your inertia. Once you are in motion, typing that first sentence, sorting that first pile, you often find it's easier to keep going. You might think, well, I'm already here, I might as do a bit more. The 2 minutes become 5, then 10, then 30. You have successfully tricked yourself into productivity. This rule is your ultimate weapon against the "I'll do it later" monster. That monster thrives on vague promises and the false comfort of delay. When you apply the 2-minute rule, you call its bluff. You say, "I'm not doing the whole thing, I'm just spending 120 seconds on it." This removes all the drama and negotiation from your mind. Set a timer on your phone if you need to. Make it a game. The goal is not accomplishment in 2 minutes. The goal is simply to start. Celebrate wildly when you start, regardless of what happens next. You have already won the most important battle by moving from 0 to 1. You have transformed from a passive planner into an active doer. Incorporate this rule into every area of your life that feels stuck. Emails piling up. Commit to processing just one for 2 minutes. Dishes in the sink. Just wash 2 forks and 2 plates. Want to exercise? Just put on your workout clothes and shoes. The magic is in the ritual of beginning. Over time, your brain begins to associate difficult tasks not with dread, but with a quick, easy starting ritual. This association is pure gold. It turns a mountain of resistance into a gentle slope you can easily walk up. Your confidence will soar because you prove to yourself, over and over, that you can start anything. You build a reputation with yourself as someone who takes action. So look at your to-do list or your mental backlog right now. Pick the one thing that feels the heaviest, the most annoying, the most delayed. Now deliberately shrink it. Don't think about finishing it. Just decide on the absolute smallest 2-minute first action. Is it opening a file, sending a text to schedule a meeting, getting a trash bag for the clutter? Now, without overthinking, go do that one tiny thing. Feel the satisfaction of breaking the inertia. Notice how the weight lifts slightly. You are no longer facing a stationary, intimidating object. You have it in motion, and something in motion is always easier to guide. Let the 2-minute rule be your gentle but unstoppable push into a life of constant, easy progress. Chapter 5. Tame the Chaos Monster. Clarity is your superpower. Open your mind for a second. Imagine all your tasks, worries, dreams, and errands as a swarm of buzzing bees inside your head. This constant mental noise is the chaos monster, and it is exhausting. It screams for your attention all at once, leaving you paralyzed because you don't know where to start. Your brain is not designed to be a storage unit. It's designed to be a processing unit. When you use it to remember everything, you clog its ability to think clearly and make decisions. The first step to taming the chaos monster is a massive brain dump. Get a piece of paper or open a blank document and pour everything out. Every single task, big or small, personal or professional, gets written down. This act of externalizing your thoughts is like opening a pressure valve. You physically transfer the chaos from your mind onto paper where it becomes manageable. Suddenly, it's not a scary, swirling fog in your head. It's a concrete list in front of your eyes. You can see it, and what you can see, you can control. The simple act of writing, call dentist, or plan vacation, releases the mental energy you were using to remember it. Your mind breathes a sigh of relief and creates space for focus. This list is not your to-do list. It is your master list, an inventory of everything pulling at your attention. It is the map of your chaos, and with a map, you can now plan your route. Now with your master list in front of you, we apply the magic of the Power 3. Looking at a list of 50 things is overwhelming every single time. So each morning or the night before, you will choose only 3 tasks. These are your most important non-negotiable wins for the day. Not 30, not 10, 3. This forces you to prioritize ruthlessly. Ask yourself, if I accomplish only 3 things today, what would make the biggest difference? These become your Power 3. They are your compass, guiding your day with incredible clarity. You ignore the rest of the master list for now. Your sole mission is to conquer those 3 chosen tasks. This focus is how you slay the chaos monster one day at a time. The chaos monster also grows from a lack of boundaries, from saying yes when you should say no. Every time you agree to a task that doesn't align with your priorities, you feed the monster another buzzing bee. Learning to say no is not about being rude. It's about being respectful of your own time and energy. It's about guarding your focus so you can deliver your best to the things that truly matter. A clear no to a minor request is a powerful yes to your Power 3, to your peace of mind, and to your important goals. You protect your clarity by deciding in advance what deserves your precious attention. You become the gatekeeper of your own time. Your environment is the chaos monster's playground. A cluttered desk, a phone buzzing with notifications, an open browser with 20 tabs. These are all invitations for chaos to reign. Your focus fortress, which we began building earlier, needs strong walls. This means creating physical and digital zones of clarity. Designate a clean workspace. Use apps to block distracting websites during work sprints. Put your phone in another room while tackling your Power 3. You are designing an environment where focus can flourish naturally. When you sit down to work, there should be no question about what to do or what might interrupt you. You have declared this time and space sacred for your chosen tasks. With your brain dumped, your Power 3 chosen, your boundaries set, and your fortress secured, you experience a new superpower, deep focus. The buzzing stops, the chaos recedes. You enter a state of flow where you work with purpose and efficiency. At the end of the day, when you review your 3 completed tasks, you feel a profound sense of accomplishment. This feeling fuels you for tomorrow. You have proven to yourself that you are not a victim of chaos, you are its master. You don't manage time, you manage your attention with fierce clarity. Carry this superpower forward. Let it guide you to make clear decisions, set strong priorities, and build a life that is intentional, not chaotic. The monster is tamed. You are in charge. Chapter 6. Your Focus Fortress. Building Walls Against Distraction. Imagine your attention as a priceless treasure. In the modern world, that treasure is under constant siege by pirates, phone notifications, social media alerts, noisy coworkers, and your own wandering thoughts. You wouldn't leave gold coins scattered on an open beach. You'd build a strong vault to protect them. Your Focus Fortress is that vault for your mind. It's a combination of strategies and spaces designed to guard your attention so you can do deep, meaningful work. Building it starts with a simple admission. You are not great at multitasking. No one is. What we call multitasking is actually task switching, and every switch costs time and mental energy, making you slower and more error-prone. The most notorious pirate is your smartphone. It's designed to hijack your attention with endless pulls and pings. To build your fortress, you must first disarm this device. Start by turning off all non-essential notifications. Do you really need an alert every time someone likes a photo? Silence is your new superpower. Next, practice phone parking. During your dedicated focus times, physically put your phone in another room, in a drawer, or in a special box. Out of sight truly becomes out of mind. This single act removes the biggest source of temptation and reclaims huge chunks of your cognitive bandwidth. You will be shocked by how much more you can accomplish and how much calmer you feel without that constant digital tug. Your physical space is the walls of your fortress. A messy, cluttered desk is a visual distraction that subconsciously stresses your brain. Dedicate time to create a clean, inviting workspace. Have only the tools you need for your current task on the desk. Use headphones with calm music or noise-canceling features to block out auditory distractions. This signals to your brain, it is time to focus. If you can, communicate your focus hours to those around you. A simple sign or a shared calendar note that says, "In deep focus until 11 a.m." sets a boundary others can respect. You are creating a ritual that tells your mind and the world that this time is protected and valuable. Even with a quiet phone and a clean desk, internal pirates, your own thoughts can raid your focus. You'll be working and suddenly think, "I need to check the weather for Saturday," or "I forgot to reply to that email." Instead of immediately switching tasks, keep a distraction dump notepad next to you. When a stray thought intrudes, jot it down in 5 seconds. You are not ignoring the thought, you are respectfully parking it for later, trusting your system to handle it. This act clears the thought from your mental RAM, allowing you to instantly return to your work with a clear head. Your fortress now has a moat that traps distracting thoughts before they can storm the gates. The final, strongest wall of your fortress is a time-bound commitment called a focus sprint. This is not a vague, "I'll work on this for a while." It's a specific, non-negotiable pact with yourself. "I will work on task X with 0 distractions for the next 25 minutes. Set a timer. During this sprint, you do not check email, you do not get up for coffee, you do not follow stray thoughts. You work with total dedication until the timer rings. Then, you reward yourself with a full 5-minute break to stretch, check your phone, or get water. This technique, often called the Pomodoro technique, works because it turns focus into a short, winnable game. You can endure almost anything for 25 minutes when you know a break is coming. Your focus fortress is not a prison. It's a sanctuary where your best work can happen. It empowers you to choose what deserves your attention, rather than having it stolen from you moment by moment. Each time you successfully complete a focus sprint within your protected space, you strengthen your focus muscle. You prove to yourself that you have the discipline to direct your own mind. This builds tremendous self-trust. Soon, the very act of sitting down at your clean desk with your phone parked will trigger an automatic focus response. You have built not just a physical space, but a psychological habit of deep work. Guard this fortress fiercely. It is the birthplace of your productivity, your creativity, and your peace of mind. Chapter 7: Progress, Not Perfection. The Secret of the Streak. Chasing perfection is the fastest way to kill motivation and ensure you never start. The perfect workout routine, the perfect first sentence, the perfectly organized garage. These ideals become terrifying monsters that laugh at your efforts. The secret to unstoppable momentum is to abandon perfection and embrace progress. Progress is anything that moves you forward, even 1 inch. It's doing 5 push-ups instead of skipping the gym. It's writing 1 messy paragraph instead of staring at a blank page. Progress is forgiving, flexible, and celebrates effort. Perfection is a harsh, unforgiving judge that only accepts a flawless final product. Which voice do you want guiding your life? The most powerful tool for tracking progress is the streak. A streak is simply the number of days in a row you have taken your small, chosen action. Your goal is not to run a marathon on day 1. Your goal is to put on your running shoes for 2 minutes every single day. The magic is in the chain of XS on your calendar. Your only job is to not break the chain. This visual proof of consistency is incredibly motivating. Breaking a long streak feels painful, and that healthy pain pushes you to take action even on days you don't feel like it. The streak becomes more important than the size of the action, which is exactly the point. You are building the identity of someone who shows up, no matter what. Let's say your goal is to write a book. Thinking I need to write a book is paralyzing. Instead, your goal becomes, maintain my writing streak. The daily action is write for 15 minutes. Some days you'll write 2 great pages. Other days you'll stare and write 1 terrible sentence. On the calendar, both days get the same X, both days count. The streak remains unbroken. This system removes the emotional roller coaster of judging your daily output. A bad writing day is still a victorious day because you honored your commitment. Over time, those 15-minute sessions add up to chapters, and those chapters become a finished book. The streak, not willpower, built the book. This philosophy applies to every area you want to improve. Want a cleaner home? Your streak is 5-minute tidy up before bed. Want to learn guitar? Your streak is practice chords for 10 minutes. The consistency of the streak rewires your brain. The action stops being a special event you have to psych yourself up for and becomes a normal, automatic part of your day, like brushing your teeth. You are not relying on fluctuating motivation. You are relying on a built habit. Your confidence grows not from occasional huge wins, but from the quiet knowledge that you are a person who keeps your promises to yourself, day after day after day. Protecting your streak requires a strategy for bad days. There will be days when you're sick, traveling, or emotionally drained. This is where the minimum viable action (MVA) comes in. On a golden day, your action might be a 30-minute workout. On a terrible day, your MVA is putting on your workout clothes and doing 1 single stretch. That's it. You have still technically done the action. You have kept the streak alive. This loophole is not cheating. It's genius self-compassion. It acknowledges that life happens, but it doesn't let you off the hook completely. It ensures that the habit thread is never cut, making it infinitely easier to jump back to your full routine the next day. So choose one area where you've been waiting for perfect conditions to start. Now define the absolute smallest, easiest action you could take daily. This is your streak action. Get a calendar and hang it somewhere visible. Your mission is to build a chain of X's. Don't plan for a month, just focus on today. Do your tiny action and mark the X, feel the satisfaction. Tomorrow, protect the chain. Let the visual proof of your commitment become your motivation. Watch as your identity slowly shifts from someone who wants to someone who does. Your progress, marked by those unbroken chains, will far surpass anything you could have achieved through sporadic bursts of perfect effort. The streak is your secret weapon for a lifetime of progress. Chapter 8: When the Couch Calls Your Name, Your Anti-Slump Playbook. No matter how strong your systems are, there will be days when the couch feels magnetic. Your energy is low, your motivation is zero, and every task feels like climbing a mountain in lead boots. This is not failure. This is part of being human. The difference between people who stay stuck and those who bounce back is not the absence of slumps, but the presence of a playbook. Your anti-slump playbook is a pre-written set of emergency protocols for when your willpower is gone. You don't have to think or decide in the moment. You just open the playbook and run the first simple play. Thinking is hard when you're in a slump. Following a pre-made plan is easy. The first and most important play is the energy reset. When you feel heavy and stuck, it's often a physical issue masquerading as a motivation problem. Your play is a 3-step sequence. Move, hydrate, breathe. First, move your body for just 2 minutes. Do 10 jumping jacks, stretch, walk around the block. This shakes up your physiology. Second, drink a full glass of cold water. Dehydration is a massive energy drain. Third, take 5 deep, slow breaths focusing on the exhale. This calms your nervous system. This whole play takes less than 5 minutes, but it can completely shift your physical state, making action feel possible again. It breaks the spell of stagnation. If the energy reset doesn't fully do the trick, move to the quick win play. Your brain is craving a hit of success to break the cycle of lethargy. Look at your master list or your environment and pick a task you can complete in under 5 minutes. Empty the dishwasher, make your bed, file 3 papers, send a short email. Do it immediately and completely. The act of finishing something, anything, releases dopamine, the brain's reward and motivation chemical. This tiny chemical boost can be the spark that reignites your engine. Celebrate the win. Say yes out loud. You have now created evidence that you are not stuck, you are capable of action. This evidence is fuel. Sometimes the slump is mental, caused by overwhelm or confusion. Your play here is the brain dump and simplify. Take a fresh piece of paper and dump every swirling thought, worry, and task onto it. Once it's out, draw a circle in the center. In that circle, write only the one next physical action you need to take. Not a project, not a goal, a single doable action. Open spreadsheet and input data from page 1. Put laundry in the washing machine. Call and make the 3 p.m. appointment. Ignore everything else on the page. Your entire world now shrinks to that one circle. All you have to do is the thing in the circle. This radical simplification cuts through the mental fog and provides a clear, non-negotiable target. For emotional slumps, feeling sad, anxious, or discouraged, the play is compassion and connection. First, talk to yourself like a kind coach, not a drill sergeant. Say, it's okay to feel this way. This is a temporary slump. Let's just try one small thing. Then use the power of connection. Text a supportive friend and say, in a slump, aiming to do X today for accountability. Simply sharing your intention makes it more real. Alternatively, put on a podcast or video of someone inspiring while you do a simple task. The external voice and energy can pull you out of your own head. You are not alone in this. Allowing others to help, even indirectly, is a strength. Your final, ultimate play is the fun button. When everything feels like a chore, inject a shot of pure, undiluted fun. Set a timer for 15 minutes and do something you genuinely enjoy with no guilt. Listen to your favorite album. Doodle. Play with a pet. The goal is to remember what joy and engagement feel like. This isn't procrastination. It's a strategic recalibration of your emotional state. Often after this break, you'll return to your work with a lighter heart and a refreshed mind. Your anti-slump playbook turns you from a victim of your moods into a skilled pilot who knows how to navigate stormy weather. Keep this playbook visible. On your good days, you built it. On your tough days, it will save you. Chapter 9. The Body-Brain Connection. Move your body, ignite your mind. Your brain is not floating in space. It's connected to your body by an intricate network of nerves, chemicals, and blood vessels. They are one integrated system. When you treat your body like a vehicle you just park on the couch, your brain's performance suffers. It's like trying to run a high-powered computer on a weak, sputtering battery. To think clearly, focus deeply, and have steady willpower, you must fuel and move the physical machine that houses your mind. This isn't about becoming an athlete. It's about recognizing that a 10-minute walk is not a break from productivity. It is a critical part of your productivity system. Movement is a switch that flips your brain into a higher gear. Let's start with the simplest lever, getting your blood flowing. When you sit still for long periods, blood and oxygen flow to your brain slows down, leading to foggy thinking and fatigue. The antidote is simple: get up and move. Set a timer to take a 5-minute movement break every hour. Walk to get a glass of water, do some gentle stretches, march in place. This microburst of activity pumps fresh, oxygen-rich blood to your brain, instantly sharpening your focus and creativity. Think of it as hitting the refresh button on your mental browser. You are clearing the cache. The next time you're stuck on a problem, don't stare harder, get up and move. The solution often arrives when you stop forcing it. Next, we must talk about the foundation of all energy: sleep. Skimping on sleep to get more done is like tearing down your house to get bricks to build a garage. It's counterproductive and destructive. During deep sleep, your brain cleans out metabolic waste, consolidates memories, and repairs itself. Without enough quality sleep, your willpower, decision-making ability, and emotional resilience plummet. Protecting your sleep is the single most productive thing you can do. Create a relaxing pre-sleep ritual. Keep your room dark and cool, and try to go to bed and wake up at consistent times. You are not missing out by sleeping. You are investing in a smarter, stronger, more capable you for tomorrow. Your brain is also profoundly affected by what you put into your body: food and water. Think of food as information you send to your cells. A diet full of processed sugars and junk food sends chaotic, inflammatory messages that lead to energy crashes and brain fog. Eating whole foods, like vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats, provides steady, clean energy that keeps your mind stable and alert. And water. Your brain is about 75% water. Even mild dehydration can cause headaches, poor concentration, and irritability. Keep a water bottle at your desk and sip throughout the day. Feeding and hydrating your body well is not a side project. It is core maintenance for your most important tool. The connection goes deeper with intentional exercise. Regular, moderate exercise like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming is like fertilizer for your brain. It releases a cocktail of beneficial chemicals: endorphins that boost mood, BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that helps grow new brain cells and connections, and neurotransmitters that improve focus. You are literally building a bigger, better, more resilient brain with every workout. You don't need a gym membership or 2-hour sessions. A 20-minute home workout or a brisk lunchtime walk counts. Frame exercise not as a punishment for your body, but as a direct upgrade for your mind and your mood. Honoring the body-brain connection is the ultimate act of self-respect for someone building an active life. It moves you from fighting against your own biology to working with it. When you feel unmotivated, check in with your body first. Are you tired, hungry, thirsty, stiff? Address those basic needs before you try to bully yourself into action. By scheduling movement, prioritizing sleep, choosing good fuel, and drinking water, you create a physical platform of high energy. From this platform, motivation is easier to find, focus is easier to sustain, and challenges feel more manageable. Your body is your partner in this journey. Treat it well, and it will power your mind to achieve incredible things. Chapter 10. Find your why, the engine for long-term drive. Motivation fades, willpower drains, but a powerful why can fuel you for a lifetime. Your why is your deep-rooted purpose, the compelling reason behind your goals that goes beyond surface-level desires. Wanting to get fit is a goal. Wanting to have the energy to play with your kids without getting tired, or to live an active, independent life into old age, that's a why. The why connects your daily actions to your core values and your vision for your life. It transforms a chore into a choice and a task into a meaningful step. When you know your why, the how becomes easier because you have an emotional anchor that holds you steady during storms of doubt or laziness. To discover your why, start by asking "so that?" repeatedly. I want to finish this project, so that I can prove to myself I'm capable, so that I can earn a promotion, so that I can provide more security for my family, so that I can create a life of freedom and choice. Keep digging until you hit an emotional core that feels true and important. That is a piece of your why. It's the feeling you're ultimately after: security, freedom, pride, connection, contribution. Your why is often about who you want to become or how you want to feel. It's not about impressing others. It's about expressing your deepest values through your actions. Now connect your small daily actions directly to that big why. Writing, "I am doing my 10-minute morning workout," feels okay. But writing, "I am doing my 10-minute morning workout so that I am strong, energetic, and confident for whatever the day brings," is powerful. This simple link turns a routine into a ritual. Post your why statements where you can see them, on your mirror, as your phone wallpaper, on your desk. When you're tempted to quit, read your why out loud. Let it remind you that this moment is not just about avoiding discomfort. It's about moving toward a life you truly desire. Your why is the bridge between the pain of effort and the pleasure of purpose. Your why also acts as a filter for your time and energy. When you are clear on what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to say no to distractions and requests that don't align. You can ask, "Does this activity move me closer to my why or further away?" This question brings incredible clarity to decision-making. It helps you stop doing things out of obligation or habit and start doing things with intention. You begin to design a life where your daily actions are in harmony with your deepest values. This alignment creates a profound sense of integrity and reduces internal conflict, which in itself saves a massive amount of mental energy. A strong why also makes you resilient to failure. If your goal is just to lose 10 pounds, one bad meal can feel like a total defeat. But if your why is to respect and care for my body as my lifelong home, a bad meal is just a temporary detour, not a dead end. Your why gives you a reason to get back on track immediately. It provides context that a simple goal cannot. Failure becomes feedback, not an identity. You are no longer a failure. You are a person committed to a purpose who is learning and adjusting. This mindset is the bedrock of long-term, sustainable change. So take time today to reflect. Beyond the goals and to-do lists, what is the life you are trying to build? What feelings do you want to experience every day? Who do you want to be for the people you love? Write it down. Describe it in vivid emotional detail. This is your why. Carry it with you. Let it be the compass that guides your smallest choices and your biggest dreams. When your alarm goes off early, let your why pull you out of bed. When you're tired at the end of the day, let your why push you to do that one last important task. Your why is the endless fuel tank for your journey. Discover it, connect to it daily, and watch as it transforms effort into purpose and dreams into reality. Chapter 11. Goals that excite you, not exhaust you. A goal should feel like a destination you're thrilled to reach, not a heavy burden you're forced to carry. Too often, we set goals based on what we should do or what others expect, and they drain our energy before we even start. The secret is to set goals that spark excitement, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. An exciting goal pulls you forward. An exhausting goal feels like you're being pushed from behind. Think about the difference between "I have to clean the garage" and "I'm going to create an amazing workshop space where I can build projects." The same task, framed differently, creates a completely different energy. Your goals must be in a language that makes your heart beat faster. Start by dreaming without limits. If there were no obstacles, what would you love to do, have, or experience? Write these down as dream goals. They might be big: travel to Japan, start my own business, run a marathon. Now we make them friendly and achievable by using the near and dear method. A near goal is close in time and action, something you can achieve in the next 1-3 months. A dear goal is close to your heart. It's deeply connected to your why. Your most powerful goals sit at the intersection of near and dear. They are achievable enough to not be scary and meaningful enough to be motivating. Run a 5K in 3 months is near and dear if your why is health and accomplishment. Next, break that exciting near and dear goal down into a celebrations map. Most people only plan the work, they forget to plan the rewards. Your brain loves positive reinforcement. For every milestone, not just the final goal, plan a small celebration. Finished your first week of training, celebrate with a favorite smoothie. Wrote the first chapter of your ebook, celebrate by watching a movie. These celebrations are not frivolous, they are strategic. They mark your progress, release dopamine, and train your brain to associate effort with reward. The journey becomes a series of small parties, not a long, grueling march. This makes you eager to reach the next checkpoint. Your goals also need to be flexible, not brittle. Life will throw curveballs. A rigid goal shatters under pressure, leaving you feeling like a failure. A flexible goal bends and adapts. Instead of work out for 30 minutes every single day, try move my body intentionally for at least 20 minutes, 5 days a week. This version has built-in flexibility for busy or sick days. It focuses on the spirit of the goal, consistent movement, rather than a rigid rule. When you miss a day under the flexible goal, you don't break the whole system. You just adjust and continue. This approach builds self-trust because you're making agreements with yourself that are possible to keep. Share your exciting goals with a supportive friend or community. This act of sharing makes them more real and creates a layer of positive accountability. Choose someone who will cheer for you, not police you. Tell them, "I'm so excited to be working on X. I'm going to celebrate when I finish Y this week." This frames it as a joyful announcement, not a grim obligation. Their encouragement will boost you on low days, and your desire to share your progress will keep you moving forward. You are creating a circle of support that amplifies your excitement and makes the journey more fun. Finally, regularly review and reconnect with your goals. Don't set them and forget them. Each week, look at your celebrations map. Acknowledge how far you've come. Adjust timelines if needed. Ask yourself, does this goal still excite me? It's okay to change or drop a goal if it no longer serves you. That's not quitting, it's choosing intentionally. Your goals are tools to build a life you love, not chains that bind you. Keep them alive, dynamic, and connected to your why. Let them be lighthouses guiding you, not judges condemning you. When your goals excite you, action feels like play. Work becomes a game you are determined to win, and every day brings you closer to a life that truly thrills you. Chapter 12. The Focus Sprint and the Recharge Break, a perfect pair. Your brain is not designed for non-stop marathon work sessions. It works best in natural rhythms of intense focus followed by complete rest. Ignoring this rhythm leads to burnout, frustration, and diminishing returns on your time. The solution is to partner a focus sprint with a recharge break, creating a powerful cycle that maximizes productivity and preserves your energy. A focus sprint is a short, protected period where you work with total concentration on a single task. A recharge break is a deliberate period of rest where you step completely away from work to refresh your mind and body. Together, they form a perfect partnership that makes sustained effort not only possible but enjoyable. Let's design your perfect focus sprint. The classic length is 25 minutes, but you can experiment with 20, 30, or even 45 minutes. The key is that it's a finite, manageable period. Before you start, you must define your sprint target. Be specific. I will draft the introduction to the report, not I will work on the report. Set a visible timer. During this sprint, you are a focused machine. You do not check email, answer the phone, or browse the web. You have already parked your phone and eliminated distractions. You work on the single target until the timer rings. Knowing the sprint has an end point frees you from the anxiety of how long will this take. You can pour all your energy into the present moment. When the timer rings, you must stop. This is crucial. You immediately begin your recharge break. This is not a break to check social media or do another small task. This is a true mental break. The ideal recharge break is 5 minutes for every 25 minutes of focus. During this time, you completely disengage from the work. Get up from your chair. Look out a window at something distant to rest your eyes. Stretch. Walk to get a glass of water. Do some deep breathing. The goal is to let your brain's focus networks power down and its default mode network, responsible for creativity and insight, activate. This shift is where aha moments often happen. After 3 or 4 cycles of focus sprints and short recharge breaks, take a longer break of 15–30 minutes. This is your super recharge. Use this time for something genuinely restorative. Eat a healthy snack, take a short walk outside, listen to music, or have a non-work conversation. This longer break prevents cumulative fatigue and resets your energy for the next set of sprints. This rhythm, sprint, short break, sprint, short break, sprint, long break, honors your brain's natural ultradian rhythm. You are working with your biology, not against it. You will find you accomplish more in 4 focused 25-minute sprints than in 2 hours of distracted, tired, multitasking effort. The magic of this system is that it makes starting easier. The thought of working for hours is daunting. The thought of focusing for just 25 minutes is easy. It turns a vast ocean of work into a series of small, swimmable laps. You can always muster the focus for one more lap. This builds momentum and a sense of control. Each completed sprint is a victory, each break a deserved reward. You train your brain to associate work periods with deep, effective flow, and break periods with genuine restoration. This eliminates the guilt often associated with taking breaks, because you know they are a scheduled, essential part of your high-performance plan. Incorporate this perfect pair into your daily structure. Plan your day in sprint blocks. Protect your recharge breaks as seriously as your work time. You will be amazed at the results. Your work will be of higher quality because it was done with full attention. You will feel less mentally exhausted at the end of the day because you allowed for regular renewal. You will avoid the procrastination that comes from dreading long, undefined work sessions. The focus sprint and recharge break partnership is more than a time management trick. It's a philosophy for sustainable excellence. It teaches you that to go far, you must pace yourself with intention. Sprint, rest, repeat, and watch your productivity soar without the burnout. Chapter 13. Become unstoppable, building your confidence muscle. Confidence is not a personality trait you're born with. It's a muscle you build through repeated action. Every time you follow through on a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you add a tiny weight to that muscle. Every time you start a task you've been dreading, you complete another rep. This confidence muscle is the foundation of an unstoppable mindset. It's the inner voice that says, "I can handle this," because you have a long track record of proving to yourself that you can. You don't wait to feel confident to take action. You take action to build the confidence. The evidence of your own capability, stored in your memory, becomes your most powerful fuel. Start building this muscle with micro-commitments today. Promise yourself you will make your bed, or you will drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, or you will complete one tiny task from your master list. Then do it. Feel the satisfaction of a promise kept. That is one rep. Tomorrow, add another. The size of the commitment is irrelevant at first. The consistency of following through is everything. You are building a neural pathway that links intention with action. Over time, this pathway becomes a superhighway. Your brain begins to expect that when you decide to do something, it gets done. This expectation is the essence of self-trust. Now learn the language of your inner coach. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself when you face a challenge. Is it the voice of a critic? "You'll probably mess this up." Or a coach? "This is tough, but let's break it down and give it a try." You must actively replace the critic's script with the coach's. When you hear the critic, pause and consciously rephrase. "I've handled hard things before. What's one small step I can take right now?" This isn't positive thinking, it's strategic thinking. You are directing your focus toward solutions and your past successes, not toward fear and potential failure. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. Your confidence muscle also grows when you intentionally step slightly outside your comfort zone and succeed. This is the stretch we discussed earlier, and it's the primary exercise for this muscle. Each time you try something new, difficult, or scary and survive, you collect concrete proof of your resilience. Keep a victory log, a simple list of times you did something hard. It could be as simple as made an uncomfortable phone call or finished the project when I wanted to quit. Review this log when doubt creeps in. It is irrefutable evidence that you are stronger and more capable than your fear wants you to believe. The log turns abstract confidence into a documented fact. Surround yourself with reminders of your strength. This could be your victory log posted on the wall, a folder of positive feedback you've received, or even symbols that represent resilience to you. When you see these reminders, they serve as anchors, pulling you back to your powerful self. Also, pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. Do they believe in you and encourage your growth? Or do they subtly, or not so subtly, doubt you and encourage you to play small? Your environment and your community are the soil in which your confidence muscle grows. Choose fertile soil that supports your growth. Finally, understand that becoming unstoppable doesn't mean you never fail or feel fear. It means that failure and fear no longer have the power to stop you. You have built a muscle strong enough to carry their weight. When you fail, you have the resilience to learn from it and try again. When you feel fear, you have the courage to feel it and act anyway. This is the ultimate freedom. Your confidence comes not from a guarantee of success, but from the certainty that you can handle whatever outcome arises. You are the reliable constant in your own life. Keep doing the reps, keeping the small promises, talking like a coach, collecting your victories. With each action, you are not just doing a task. You are forging an unshakable belief in the most important person in your journey, you. Chapter 14. Your environment is your silent partner. Look around you right now. Every object, every open tab on your computer, every notification setting is either working for you or against you. Your environment is not a neutral backdrop. It is your silent partner in shaping your behavior, your focus, and your mood. You can have all the motivation in the world, but if you're sitting in a chaotic, distracting space, your willpower will be constantly drained fighting against it. The good news is you can design this partner. You can craft an environment that subtly nudges you toward your goals, making the right action the easy and automatic choice. Your surroundings should whisper encouragement, not scream distraction. Let's start with your physical space, your desk, your kitchen, your bedroom. Clutter is visual noise. It subconsciously signals to your brain that there's unfinished business everywhere, creating low-level stress and reducing your ability to concentrate. Your first mission is to create zones of clarity. Dedicate your desk for focused work. Only have the tools for your current project on it. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Remove TVs and work materials. In your kitchen, have healthy food visible and easily accessible. This is called choice architecture. By organizing your space intentionally, you design the paths you will naturally take. A fruit bowl on the counter makes choosing an apple easier. Hiding the chips in a high cabinet adds a friction point. Now, audit your digital environment. This is often the noisiest partner. Your phone and computer are filled with apps and websites designed to steal your attention. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel inadequate or waste your time. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Use website blockers during your focus sprints to prevent you from wandering to time-sink sites. Organize your computer desktop and files so you can find what you need in seconds, not minutes. Your digital space should feel clean, purposeful, and under your control. Every time you remove a digital distraction, you are firing a bad partner and hearing a good one that supports your focus. Your environment also includes the people in it, your social circle. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do the people around you uplift you, believe in your goals, and challenge you to grow? Or do they discourage you, indulge in constant complaining, and subtly, or not so subtly, pull you back toward old habits? You must be intentional about your social fuel. Seek out and spend more time with people who inspire action and positivity. This might mean joining a new club, an online community, or simply having deeper conversations with the supportive friends you already have. Your people are part of your environment. Choose partners who help you level up. Don't forget the sensory details, the sounds, lights, and smells around you. These have a profound effect on your energy and mindset. Natural light boosts mood and alertness. Try to work near a window. The right music like instrumental or lo-fi can enhance focus, while total silence might work better for others. A pleasant smell like citrus or peppermint can be invigorating. A comfortable chair prevents physical distraction. You are not being high maintenance by optimizing these things. You are being a smart architect of your own success. You are creating a space where your brain and body want to do good work. Finally, make your environment reflect your future self. What would a more productive, active, and organized version of you have in their space? Maybe it's a dedicated reading chair, a vision board, a clean car, or a well-stocked toolkit. Start introducing one element at a time. This act is powerful psychology. You are telling your brain, this is who I am now. Your environment becomes a constant, physical reminder of the person you are becoming. It aligns your external world with your internal goals. Tend to this partnership daily. A quick tidy-up, a digital cleanup, a positive conversation. These are investments in a partnership that pays you back every single day with easier focus, higher energy, and automatic progress. Chapter 15, The Ripple Effect, How Your New Action Changes Everything. You started this journey wanting to stop being lazy to get more done, but something far bigger has been happening. Each small action you've taken, each focus sprint completed, each promise you've kept to yourself has been a pebble dropped into the pond of your life. And now you are starting to see the ripples. The first ripple is the most obvious. You are getting more accomplished. Projects move forward, tasks get checked off, goals come within reach. But the magic is in the subsequent ripples, the ones that touch every corner of your existence. Your newfound productivity is not just creating outputs, it's transforming your entire sense of self and how you experience the world. The second ripple is confidence. You now have a library of evidence that you are someone who can start hard things and see them through. This confidence bleeds into areas far beyond your to-do list. You speak up more in meetings because you trust your ability to think on your feet. You try new hobbies because you know you can learn. You set healthier boundaries in relationships because you believe your time and energy are valuable. This isn't arrogance. It's the quiet, solid knowledge of your own capability. It's the confidence that comes from deeds, not words. You carry yourself differently, and the world responds to that energy, opening doors you didn't even see before. The third ripple is in your relationships. When you become reliable to yourself, you become more reliable to others. People begin to see you as a person of action and integrity. But more importantly, you have more to give. You're not constantly drained from internal battles with procrastination and guilt. You have emotional and mental space to truly listen, to be present, and to support the people you care about. Your increased energy and improved mood make you more enjoyable to be around. You inspire others simply by example, showing them that change is possible. Your growth becomes a gift you offer to your circle, often encouraging them to start their own journeys. The fourth ripple is opportunity. Action creates momentum, and momentum attracts luck. When you are actively building, learning, and putting yourself out there, you collide with more opportunities. You meet someone interesting because you left the house for that event. You stumble upon a perfect solution because you were actively researching. You get offered a new project because you delivered the last one on time and with excellence. The universe seems to favor those in motion. What looks like luck to others is actually the inevitable result of your increased surface area. You are simply out there, more, engaged with life, and therefore more likely to catch the good things that come along. The fifth and most profound ripple is peace. The constant, low-grade anxiety of, I should be doing something, begins to fade. The guilt that used to haunt your downtime evaporates because you know you've honored your commitments. Your mind is clearer because you have systems to handle the chaos. You can truly relax and enjoy your leisure time without a nagging voice in the back of your head. This peace is the ultimate reward. It means you are no longer at war with yourself. You have integrated the doer and the dreamer, the worker and the restorer. You have achieved not just productivity, but harmony. This internal peace is the foundation for lasting happiness and creativity. You set out to stop being lazy, but you have started a revolution in your life. You haven't just changed your habits, you've changed your identity. You are no longer someone who struggles with laziness. You are an action taker. This identity is your greatest asset. It means that no matter what new challenge arises, your first instinct is not "I can't," but "what's the first step?" You have the tools, the confidence, and the proof. You understand the language of your own mind and how to work with your energy. The ripples you've created will continue to expand, touching every tomorrow you have. This is not the end of a book. It is the beginning of your new story. A story where you are the author, the hero, and the unstoppable force of nature you were always meant to be. Conclusion: the snooze button is broken, you are awake now. Look how far you've come. That person who first opened this book, feeling stuck and frustrated, is already fading into memory. In their place is someone new, someone who understands that action is the antidote to anxiety, that clarity defeats chaos, and that small steps create giant leaps. You've held the mirror up to the laziness lie and seen the real, solvable issues behind it. You've stretched your comfort zone, built your focus fortress, and discovered the engine of your why. The snooze button on your life isn't just disconnected, it's broken beyond repair. You are fully awake now, eyes open to your own power and the possibilities that each day holds. This awakening is your permanent new state. Carry this wakefulness forward with intention. Revisit your victory log when you need a reminder of your strength. Use your anti-slump playbook without shame on tough days. Protect your focus fortress fiercely. Your journey doesn't end here, it evolves. You have graduated from needing a wake-up call to being the one who sounds the bell for others, through your example. You are now the designer of your days and the architect of a life that excites you. Move forward with the knowledge that you are resourceful, resilient, and remarkably capable. The world needs your energy, your ideas, and your action. Go build the life you've now proven, beyond any doubt, that you deserve.